Welcome back to school, Saxons.
And welcome back to Finn.
Let's start with some student life.
Can I get my blinky afterwards?
You know, Linus, it's pretty cool that I'm always the star of the show, the musical, and now Finn.
What do you mean? We all know I'm the star of the show. I'm the better character and sibling.
No, I'm the better sibling, and you know it.
Well, maybe, but you're still the crabbier sibling.
You blockhead.
Well, you know, Lucy, maybe some people think neither of us are the better character. We're not the only characters.
You're crazy, Linus. I'm everyone's favorite character, and to prove it, let's ask Saxons who their favorite characters are.
My favorite Charlie Brown character is Woodstock, and it's not just because I am Woodstock. He's just a really silly guy, floats through the air, and he's yellow, so he's my favorite.
My favorite character in Charlie Brown is the little red-haired girl, because she's not a main character, but she's talked about so much in the play that it's like, oh, you love the little redhead girl, and that's why she's my favorite.
My favorite character has to be Marcy, just because I relate with her so much. She's the nerd who's sitting in the background, and she doesn't want anybody really bothering her, and she's just kind of swept up into business, but she's there, and she's doing stuff, and she's doing a good job.
My favorite is probably Linus, because, well, that was me too. I also carried around a blanket as a little kid, so I think it's fun to see that. Also, Talon's cool.
Snoopy, because he's like the funniest on character in the play.
I really like Woodstock because he's a little bird. He's very energetic and fun, and also the person who plays Woodstock in the Charlie Brown is the most funnest and energetic person I've ever met in my entire life, and I think she's gonna do a killer job.
My favorite character in Charlie Brown happens to be Snoopy. He's hilarious. Most of the time he's done comic relief, but if you actually think about it a little, he actually is there to help Charlie Brown most of his way.
Snoopy, and I don't really know, he just always has been my favorite.
I really like Snoopy, just because he's a fun little character, and he has like a really jazzy song that I really like.
I don't know.
See, Lucy? People like plenty of other characters.
They just wanted to be different. We all know they secretly wanted to say me.
Moving on.
Hey, juniors, what are you doing November 13th? Hot chocolate and fun activities are waiting for you in M13 at 7:35 in the morning and 2:35 in the afternoon.
Sounds like fun. I'm in.
Linus, you can't come. Juniors only. You're not old enough and you're not mature. Unlike me.
Oh, please, Lucy. You're only a few years older than me.
You blockhead. But juniors, make sure to come.
I think we should take a look back at our first practice for the musical.
Even on the first day of practice, we were amazing.
Let's move on to club news. Gosh, seems like a lot of work goes into these shows. Just like how a lot of work goes into our show.
Yeah, but I'm still the star of our show. Give me that pencil, I need more lines.
Good grief. I'm pretty sure all of our characters are the stars.
Are you sure? Like who? Can I run another survey and I see?
I was thinking more of
Maybe
the
more of the behind the scenes, like stagecraft.
Good idea, Lucy.
Maybe let's shine my stage lights on our stagecraft crew.
Honestly, it's a lot of creativity. Stagecraft and like building the set, it's painting and the building, the costuming and the makeup. It's a lot of putting things together and seeing all of your work being used and just come together in a production.
In Stagecraft, I am the Stagecraft president, so I do pretty much everything. I do everything in the booth, which is sound and lights. So other things that I do are costumes, hair, and makeup. Costumes is what I mostly focus on. So my role is pretty much the exact same as last year. So last year I did the complete costuming and complete design of the entire musical, and I'm doing the same thing this year. So this year we have Charlie Brown, and I designed all the characters, and I'm making sure that all the actors know what they need to get for their characters, and making sure the show looks like Charlie Brown.
All right, what do you do behind the scenes?
I am the sound lead, so.
What's your favorite part about being the sound lead?
Yelling at the actors.
Valid. And how many years have you been doing it?
I've been doing it for 3 years.
And all our students here in Stagecraft have worked really hard to put together the set for Charlie Brown, and we'd love for you guys to come see it.
Now on to this week's club meetings.
Here are the clubs that will be meeting on Monday.
And the following clubs will be meeting on Tuesday.
Then Wednesday club meetings.
To club meetings on Thursdays. On to sports news.
All winter sports start on the 18th except for girls gymnastics, which start on the 11th. Be sure to have your physical and get your GSL.
Be sure to get information from your coach about tryouts. There's also a parent winter sports night on November 12th.
I bet you sure are sad you can't bully Charlie Brown with that football anymore. Anyway, on to general news.
Now I guess some of you are wondering why we're here today. Obviously, there's only one clear answer.
Wait, why are we here today?
The musical, you blockhead.
Oh, yay! Can we talk with some of our friends?
That's a good idea, Linus. Maybe they'll talk about how amazing I've done.
The musical is really cool. It's Charlie Brown, and it kind of jumps around in the timeline of Charlie Brown. You get a little bit of Schroeder, you get a little bit of Linus with like his blanket, you get a ton of just like Snoopy shenanigans, and it's just a lot of classic Charlie Brown nonsense. It's so fun, and it's accompanied by really cool choreography. My favorite part about it is probably the choreography, just because it's so full and so boisterous, and it just makes me so happy.
I joined the musical because getting to hang out with everyone in the cast is some of the most fun that I've ever had at Ferris. And it's just so cool getting to like meet everyone and do the previews for the elementary schools and perform the show. I mean, that's like why we do the shows, is because making people happy watching them is just always really fun.
My favorite part about being in the musical right now is probably Beethoven Day or the opening number, because they're the most lively and the most fun. Because we're all working together, and it just makes the dream work, you know? Teamwork makes the dream work.
I joined the musical because I kind of fell into theater my freshman year, and I've kind of just been a passion ever since. My favorite part about being in the musical is the environment. Honestly, it's a lot of fun to just like dance around and hang out with people and create something. And then you guys should come see the musical because we put a lot of hard work into it, not just cast, but crew and directors and choreographers. And we would really like your guys' support. Like, it's just like every other thing in the school. We want our school family to come support us.
Come see us in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown from November 7th through 9th and the 14th and 15th at 7 p.m.
We also have a matinee on the 16th at 2.
Tickets are available this week at the business office for $10 or at the door for $12.
Boy, isn't that amazing?
Tomorrow is a very important day.
Are you finally going to start believing in the Great Pumpkin?
It's even more important than that.
Nothing is more important than that.
It's Election Day.
Can I vote?
If you're 18 and registered to vote, then yes.
And where would I go to vote?
Watch this clip to learn more.
Hi, it's Miss Bischoff, and I just wanted to let you know to remind you that it's time to vote. November 5th is our voting day. You can cast your ballot through the mail as long as it's postmarked by November 5th. And you can also drop it off at your local libraries or actually take it down to the elections office downtown. If you have any questions about the political candidates, you can come see me and I'll show you some links that you can get to. You should be also learning this in your civics classes. But feel free to stop by if you have any questions.
Thank you, ma'am, for the information.
I'll have to take my blankie with me and turn in my vote.
Sorry, Linus, you're a bit too young. On to learning more of the fight song from ASL. Well, that's all, Factions. Make sure to go to our musical and have a great week.
Wasn't I supposed to say the last line? You always get to say the last line. Just because I'm a kid doesn't mean I don't have importance. And I'm such a loving little brother. Come on.
Good grief.